mean interpreter for the deaf, right?
No, I mean deaf interpreters as in interpreters who are deaf themselves.
Huh? I don't understand. Can you explain, please?
Well, here's how it works. Now, perhaps you're not aware of this, but it's best for interpreters or translators to work from their non-dominant language to their native language. And this is because they understand the nuances and the cultural aspects of their native language much better, and their translations and interpretations come out much more naturally. And here's another thing. Interpreters are able to adapt to various audiences within their native language or target language. So if we think about this for a minute in the sign language context, sign language interpreters are hearing, and their native language is, for example here, spoken English. So when they are interpreting or working, they're working from English to American Sign Language. Or in other words, they're working from their native language to their non-dominant or acquired language. Now there are interpreters, hearing interpreters, who have an exceptional level of fluency in American Sign Language. Perhaps their parents are deaf. In either case, we wouldn't consider American Sign Language to be their native language because these interpreters were raised in a hearing world, surrounded by hearing culture, and that has had an impact on them. So now I'd like to ask you, what do you think? Who are the native speakers of American Sign Language, born and raised with sign language, who are able to interpret the message in a culturally appropriate way?
Well, someone who is big D deaf, right?
Exactly.
But how does it work? Can you explain?
I'm glad you asked. It requires teamwork. So the hearing interpreter interprets the message for the deaf interpreter. The deaf interpreter takes that message that was in American Sign Language and then considers the wider deaf audience and interprets that message into a level or form of American Sign Language that would meet that linguistic need of the wider audience. Let's just take a look at a short video to demonstrate this. So here we have the female interpreter who is hearing and the male interpreter who is the deaf interpreter. They're both signing the same content. But just look at how the deaf interpreter is much more involved in his translation. This doesn't mean that the hearing interpreter is doing a poor job. Her interpretation is just more linear, more focused on the meaning of the English, more technical, whereas the deaf interpreter's interpretation is more culturally appropriate for the audience. So when you want to reach the maximum number of deaf people in the deaf community, the best way is to have a deaf interpreter relay this information. More and more government entities and companies are beginning to understand the importance of this.
Wow, cool.